Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to take a look on the replay mod since I've been starting using it, and I thought a good way to get even better at using it was to do just a little bit of a tutorial. Not quite an in-depth tutorial, and I'm also not going to show you how you install it, though that can be done in the future most likely. But I'm just going to show you a few tricks on the replay mod. So first of all, let's get a recording started and I'll show you afterwards. And there we have a tree. It's really not that good of a tree, but that's about what I came up with on the spot. It was rather fast to build because it's just a video to show you how the replay mod works, and it's not a video about how to build trees. And please don't get anything from this, since I'm going to show you how long I used just in a second. So I just pressed the stop recording button, and then I save and quit to title screen, and you can see up here it says something saving replay file, and I can now rename it to tree build, I guess, and press done, and it's now down in the replay viewer. As you can see here, it only took like a little under 4 minutes. I have the other ones here. I mean, one of them is almost an hour long, but let's just load this one up. And the first thing I'm going to do is press P, because that's going to pause the scene as soon as I log into the game or into the replay viewer. Now, once I press P, it's going to pause or unpause like that. First of all, let's just get this back to 0, 0. I don't think it's going to start recording or start playing. No, it's not. Okay, so we know I'm going to build around this area. Okay, so this is fine. If you press the T button, you get your mouse movement. I can now use my mouse. As you can see, I'm going to select stuff up here. So the top here, I think my mouse might actually not be shown. That's a bit of a problem. Hopefully that's going to work out fine nonetheless. So in the top here, there is the speed meter. It's default to 1.0, but it can go all the way down to 0.1 or all the way up to 8.0 times normal speed. That is just the speed of which the replay is the build is going to be played at while you make the replay, and this down here is where you place your markers and stuff. I'm going to show you that, or keyframes, just in a second. So if we just press play or P here, you can see it's fast enough. It's a bit I can still move around, but my mouse is still here. If I press escape, I can now move the camera as well. You might be able to hear the sound. That's fine. It's not going to be in the final rendering of the video, so that's not bad. And now here in a second it's going to be done. Right now I'm just moving it on my own, and there we are. The build is now done. Okay, how do we then make a video? First of all, let's press T again, go and get this one back to 0, 0. Let's see in a second. There we are. Okay, now if I just get this down to 1, so I can see exactly when I start building. There. Okay, that's fine. And now I know I'm going to build around this area, so let's just start out like something here. I press T, and actually let's get a bit further down, like here. Let's press T once again. Now I have my mouse back, and I'm going to add a time keyframe. The time keyframe is the time, so at this point, if I press it, you can see the red line there from the top to bottom. So at this time here, 0, 0 is going to be 0, 0 down here as well. The position keyframe is going to be which way I'm looking and what height I have and stuff like that. So position keyframe, let's just place it right here. And if I now move away from it, you can see it is there. Now, if we then play this a little bit further, going to do it in 4 times the speed, that's fine. You can see I start building up, and let's pause it there. You can see I start building up, and I want, before I was looking like here, and now I want to be up here instead. Like here, something like this, and I want to look at, actually I think I'm going to go the other way. So over here you can see a bit more of the tree. Then I press T again. I now have my mouse. Going to place this at, let's just see, it's about 30 seconds. Just about 30 seconds, that's fine. And then I'm going to add another time keyframe. You don't have to do this, it just means that I know exactly when I'm here. I'm at this time is going to be exactly at 5 seconds. I can add the time keyframe at the end, but then it's going to do the do an average on the different position keyframes. Does that make sense? I think it kind of does. I'm going to show you the difference here in the end here, okay? So let's add another time keyframe and another position keyframe, and let's continue this one. Now you can see there is a line between the two. That line is going to be the line the camera is traveling, right? Now I start placing some more wood here, and I think I place one in that direction and then in 2 other directions. I think that's about what I did. So let's just see where all of them ends, and I'm going to add another keyframe there. Yeah, I did that, and then start building. Okay, I want, as you can see up in the top, this is a lot longer. This was from 00 to 28 seconds, and now the next one is almost a minute long actually. So this one has to be, if it's going to be similar to this, it's going to be 2 times 5, so around here. Let's just say 14 because it's a little bit less. Okay, and then I want it to be over here, somewhere like this. Like this, add time keyframe and add position keyframe. If we then go out to movement, you can see it starts moving again. Okay, oh, the line is there. Now if I want to get quickly back down here without me doing too much, I can do something like this, okay? Take this all the way down to nothing almost, play it for just a little bit, and pause it again, and then go down here like so, and then add another. Here is the time keyframe is very important, so add another time keyframe and another position keyframe. Now if I play this back, you're going to see it here. Let's just play it from there, that's fine. Just going to play back the video without rendering it. And you start going around here, then another keyframe starts moving in the new direction. Up here, and now here I'm going to start placing the leaves, and it's over here without doing almost anything or placing any blocks. So that's just a way to quickly get from one place to another without placing any blocks. Okay, now we need to continue adding some leaves to this. And then at the end here, I'm going to do a few things down there. So let's just end it out here once it's done. And over here, I think. Because I'm going to do just a few blocks there at the bottom. There. And that's going to be the end of it. And let's just say that's about another 4 or 5 seconds. 3 seconds actually. There we are. Okay. Let's just quickly see how this looks. I need to press this one. And let's see. I need to actually place this one all the way over there. Might not have done that. Now we start building. Change direction here. Also change a bit of speed. That's the problem with doing it like this with a lot of time frames and time frames and position keyframes. So now the slow motion was there. We are now placing a lot of leaves again. Going over to the last over here. And turning around, seeing it a bit from the top. And then go away from the tree again and then down. And see it from outside there. Okay. Okay, so this is actually not a bad... It's decent. It could be a lot better. But you can now see the camera path there. If I want to save this, I go to Open Keyframe Presets. And I can save this as a preset. So now it's the first preset. That's fine. I can then go and clear keyframes from this, and yes, I don't mind. And then if I open this, I can open the new one. Fine, okay. So I now want to take this, I want to copy it, and I want to paste it because I want to open it up. Let's see, load this one. You can now see it all here again. If I now go ahead and remove, oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's because I right clicked and I am in my own head now. I want to delete this and this and this and this and this and this. So now I only have the keyframes at the first keyframe and the last keyframe. That means the time between those two is going to be the same all the way through. So if I now play this back once again, let's see how it looks now. It started out the same. That makes sense. And now we place a few blocks there and go slow motion. No, this time we don't go slow motion because the average time between the first keyframe and the last and the last time keyframe is going to be the same the entire way. But that's basically it. Though if you want to, you can render both of them out and see how they look in your video. To do both of them, you have to, I mean, right now I have the first one, the actual first preset. I'm going to add render camera path. It's fine, all of it. And then I'm going to add to queue. Now it's in my render queue and I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to open the other one, keyframe things, this one. I'm going to load it, and I'm going to delete all the time keyframes again because now it's two different ones like this. And then I'm going to add this one to add queue configuration and add to queue. Now I have two different ones, but now I can just render selected, and it might actually take one of them first and then the other one afterwards. As you can see down now, it's going to render, and I can check this one and show preview, and it's going to take a little bit longer because it's showing it while it's rendering it, and that takes a bit of a performance hit. But then removing it again, it's going to take go a little bit faster. And 3 seconds left. And a sound there. And you can now open video folder if you want to find the video folder. You can directly upload to YouTube if you want that, or you can press close. And there's some others. You can have the player here. I can remove the player. Now if I play it again, the tree is going to build itself. Like this. Now the tree builds itself, and that's a rather cool effect, to be honest. In some instances, not quite where I use it, but it's kind of nice. And if you're doing some big builds with multiple people, it's going to look rather great just having that around. But okay, that's not what I meant. That's not what I need to press T. There we are. But that is going to be it for today. it's it's a bit unstructural, this video, but I just wanted to make it nonetheless. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel as well if you want to see more. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.